What's up guys, Alvaro here, welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. You guys already know this channel. This is the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do things a bit differently because we talk about the markets in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update. I want to break down some technicals going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, and as I always do it, I will be also breaking down from a technical standpoint the three stocks, well, in this case, two stocks and one cryptocurrency that are going to be on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. So let's get started. And we'll still have 15 more minutes in today's trading session, and as of now we find the four major indices of the United States stock market in positive territory. Russell 2000 is up 1.25%, the Nasdaq is pretty much breaking even 0.01%, the S&P 500 is up 0.13%, and the good old Dow Jones Industrial Average is also in positive territory, up 0.40%. This morning, guys, by the way, jobless claims came out at 406,000, 38,000 less relative to the week prior. So we had a very nice beat in regard to the jobless claims. And remember guys that tomorrow, by the way, this is going to be very important, tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have the core inflation rate report coming out, and that could potentially move the markets. And before going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, before breaking down those indices from a technical standpoint, I want to show you some trades that I closed in today's trading session, starting with Beyond Meat. In the case of Beyond Meat, this was a swing trade that I opened back on May 3rd. So I purchased 20 shares at $125.69, and then on May 5th, I purchased 20 more shares at $122.57. So I ended up investing $4,965, and today I sold those 40 shares at $133.80. Beyond Meat ended up going up, guys, up to I think that $141 or $142. So I ended up leaving a bunch of money on the table, but I have nothing to complain about because despite the fact that we can say that I closed this position, this swing trade, a bit ahead of time this morning, I ended up making $387. So I have nothing to complain about because no one has never ever gone bankrupt by locking in some profit. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Airbnb. And in the case of Airbnb, this was also a swing trade. I gotta move my screen over here. So in the case of this swing trade, guys, I ended up making 5 different purchases, as you can see over here, at different prices: $134, $133, $136, $137, and my last purchase was made on May 25th when I purchased my last 10 shares of Airbnb at $136. So I ended up investing in this swing trade $8,810, and I ended up closing this position this morning at $9,132. So I ended up making $321 out of this swing trade. Nothing to complain about over here as well. And by the way, Airbnb kept on going up, so I ended up leaving some money on the table in the case of this swing trade as well. But as I said before, no one has ever gone bankrupt by locking in some profit. And I also closed a swing trade on Bitcoin. And in the case of Bitcoin, there goes the market. This was a trade that I opened last week, so I purchased $1,500 or $1,500 of Bitcoin when it got down to $32,623, and today I noticed that Bitcoin was struggling too much at $40,000, so I ended up locking in the profit over here at $40,118, and I ended up making $345. So I pretty much ended up making $1,000 today. And as I always say at the end of these videos, guys, and I know that many of you don't make it to the end of my videos, but the very last thing that I always say at the end of my videos is that this is not for geniuses. This doesn't take an Einstein. This is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself, so anyone can do this, guys. This doesn't take an Einstein, as I just said. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500, and this is live reaction, guys, because I was recording this video when the trading session closed, and take a look at this, guys. The bulls managed to close right at 4,200, up 0.12%. So guys, and I am sorry for what I'm about to say, because I know that I have some bears that watch my videos, but as long as the bulls remain above 4,180, the bears are simply fucked. That's it. So the bears need to take on 4,180, and then we are going to be talking. So tomorrow, let me zoom in here a bit more. So the most important area of support for tomorrow's trading session is going to be once again 4,180. Let's remember that 4,180 has already acted as a support in the S&P 500 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times before, but it also acted as a resistance back on April 16th. So from a support standpoint, that is going to be the most difficult task ahead for the bears, 4,180. From a resistance standpoint, today we failed at 42.15. So 42.15 is turning into a very tough spot for the bulls in the S&P 500. And don't forget that 42.15 is a previous all-time high that was made back on April 29th. So tomorrow, 41.80, lower support, and it is still looking like the bulls are pretty much consolidating above 41.80, and they seem to be gathering strength to go up to take on 42.17, and then if that resistance happens to be broken to the upside, go to try to take on all-time high at 42.38. And take a look at these, guys. Here on the 4-hour chart, we could potentially make the case that the bulls are forming over here a bull flag. Take a look at this. We could make the case that this is a bull flag. So this is a bullish pattern that suggests that the bulls are going to try to take on all-time high sooner rather than later. And as I said before, this is live reaction, guys, because I was already recording the video when the market closed, so I didn't have time to prepare anything. And now let's go ahead and take a look quickly to the Nasdaq 100. The Nasdaq 100 went down today 0.33%, and it closed today's trading session at 13,657 points. So let me zoom in here on the 4-hour and take a look at the spot, at the area, at the level in which the bulls managed to find support today. 13,650 points. 13,650 points is a previous area of support and resistance in the Nasdaq 100. So as resistance, 13,650 points already acted in 1, 2, and 3 opportunities before, but it also acted as a support for the bulls in the Nasdaq 100 back on February 11th. So from a support standpoint, that is going to be the most important area to keep a close watch on in tomorrow's trading session. And from a resistance standpoint, guys, let me pull up here the 1-hour chart. So we failed in 3 consecutive days at 13,720 points. So this is crystal clear for tomorrow's trading session, guys. The most important area of resistance for the bulls in the Nasdaq 100 is going to be 13,720 points. If that area of resistance happens to be broken to the upside, then watch out for 13,815 points, which was an area of resistance in which the bulls in the Nasdaq 100 failed at back on May 7th. And just like I said, in the case of the S&P 500, we can also make the case that on the 4-hour chart, the bulls in the Nasdaq 100 are also forming a bull flag, guys. So this is extremely, but extremely bullish, and it looks like the most likely outcome for the bulls in the Nasdaq 100 is going to be bursting above 13,720 points. So let's see how everything plays out for the bulls and the bears as well, even though they are fucked as of now in the Nasdaq 100. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the first stock of this video, which is going to be an ETF, IWM. And in the case of the IWM, this is pretty much an ETF that tracks the Russell 2000, which is an index that is comprised of 2,000 small cap companies. So if any of you wants to invest in small cap companies, or if any of you wants to invest in a lot of small cap companies without taking individual risk, then the IWM could be a very good option. This ETF went up today 1%, and it closed today's trading session at $225.65. So from a trading standpoint, guys, what am I thinking about over here? So the Russell 2000, or the IWM rather, has been trading inside this horizontal channel since early March. So I like the fact that we have, as of now, the IWM trading above the moving averages, that at least the moving averages that I use, the 180 SMA and the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart, and take a look at how the IWM is about to burst above the upper line of this horizontal channel that I just told you. And this upper line of this horizontal channel coincides with a very important previous area of resistance for the IWM that already acted as such in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions before. So I'm thinking, guys, that if the IWM happens to burst above this upper line at $227-ish, it is very but very likely to be able to fill the gap up to all-time high for IWM at $235. So the second I notice that this ETF burst above $227, let's say that I pick up some shares of IWM at $228, and let's say that I can take this trade the way that I am describing it with $234 as my price target, then I could be potentially locking in a 3% profit over here. So watch out for the IWM tomorrow or in the upcoming days bursting above the upper line of this horizontal channel at $227, because I truly believe that if this happens, this ETF is going to be off to the races. The RSI is at 70 points as of now, so we can make the case that this ETF is a bit overheated. So we could potentially see in the upcoming days the IWM trading sideways a bit below $227 in order to gather strength to break this resistance and then fill the gap up to all-time high. And the second stock of this video is going to be AMC Entertainment. And in the case of AMC, this stock went up today 35%. Absolutely unbelievable, and it closed today's trading session at $26.52, and after hours it got to a new all-time high at almost $30, $29.76. Let me double check that, by the way, guys. Let me pull up here real quick the 3-year chart, and yeah, this is a new all-time high for AMC Entertainment. So if I pull up the 4-hour chart once again, guys, we can see that the RSI is at $86. This was an unbelievable short squeeze today. And by the way, we found out this morning that short sellers lost in the last 3 days with AMC, Virgin Galactic, and GameStop alone $1.8 billion in only 3 days. Get that, guys. So let me pull up here, I guess, at the 1-hour chart, and I mean, is any of you willing to pick up some shares of AMC at $30? Can AMC keep on going up? Let's say $40, $50. Someone left a comment in the video in Spanish yesterday asking me if AMC could pull up to $100,000. It was what? $100,000? Maybe $100, but who said that AMC could go up to $100,000? That would be absolutely insane. So, from a trading standpoint, guys, I wouldn't touch AMC unless it happens to pull back a bit and visit $21.78. I mean, I am not touching AMC unless we see a decent pullback. And if I happen to see AMC, as I said before, paying a visit to, let's say, $22, basically, right? Which acted as a lower support in today's trading session, I would be picking up, let's say, 40 or 50 shares of AMC just to have some fun, right? But as I said before, guys, the RSI is extremely elevated, 87 points on the 4-hour chart, and I guess that the next thing that should happen with AMC, at least from a technical standpoint, would be this stock to come back to earth and at least pay a visit to the $22 per share. So I guess that tomorrow is going to be quite an entertaining day with both SPC and AMC. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. And in the case of Ethereum, you guys know that I am not a crypto expert by any stretch of the imagination. I am investing. I am a Bitcoin bull and also an Ethereum bull, and I am investing in these two cryptocurrencies at a long term, and I am also taking trades with cryptocurrencies, but I am not an expert in this matter. However, I read that Vitalik Buterin, which is the creator of Ethereum, said yesterday that he is about to create a new mining system for Ethereum called Proof of Stake that could potentially reduce Ethereum's energy consumption or Ethereum's energy use by 99%. He also said that the implementation of this system could take up to 1 year, so I think that that's good news for Ethereum, and I am a bull, definitely, right? So I am on Bitcoin and Ethereum for the long haul. As of now, I am taking a swing trade on Ethereum. Let me show you over here, guys. So I have invested so far $1,400 or $1,500 rather, and as of now I am pretty much breaking even. All right, I have an average cost of $2,757, and I have over here an unrealized loss of $7 as of now. So what's my plan when it comes to this swing trade? I will be adding more Ethereum to the swing position that I just showed you guys at basically two prices. The first price is going to be $2,631, which is a price that acted as a lower support this morning. It also acted as a resistance back on May 25th, but it also acted as a support for the bulls of Ethereum back on May 20th. If that price, if $2,630 happens to be broken to the downside, then the next or the other price that I am going to be adding Ethereum at is going to be $2,388-ish, we can say $2,400, which is a price that acted as a support, that already acted as a support for Ethereum back on May 25th, and it also acted as a resistance back on May 22nd. So those are my most immediate prices in order to keep unloading on Ethereum. And mind you guys, the second Ethereum breaks $2,300 to the downside, I am going to be buying Ethereum very aggressively. I think, and I am not a financial advisor, needless to say, I am not a financial advisor when it comes to cryptocurrencies, but I think, guys, that anything below $2,300 is simply a steal in the case of Ethereum. And for those who might be interested in starting a long-term position on Ethereum, it is not that late, guys. Take a look. Ethereum is trading as of now 35% of its highs. So today I got a message, someone asked me like, hey, should I take advantage of this dip on Ethereum to start a long-term position? And I am not a financial advisor, but I said yes. I mean, if I were you, I would do it. Okay, I think that 5 months out or 1 or 2 years out, Ethereum is going to be way higher than the prices that we are seeing as of now, when Ethereum is trading at $2,740. And with Ethereum, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. If you found value in this video, please hit that like button for me and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Remember that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting these stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays right after the market closes. So if you want to get the notifications of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, and you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, and most importantly, I am posting call-outs through the stories of Instagram, through our Instagram stories about the stocks that I am about to buy throughout the trading session. So if you want to have access to that content as well, you have to follow us on Instagram. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys once again on Sunday. Remember, on Sundays, we are also posting YouTube videos. Peace out and enjoy your weekend.